Good morning, Millennial Morticians. Happy Wednesday morning. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of this incredible podcast. I know you could have been anywhere today, but you decided to be with us, and for that, I am grateful. Let's talk about today's topic. I think today's topic is something that's going to be eye-opening, interesting, something that is going to use some mortuary terminology and some experience and insight. And we're going to put the two together, and we are going to empower ourselves to get through this week, get through this month, and be better people, better funeral directors, better morticians, and better servants to our community. The title of today's episode is Potential Purpose. Potential Purpose. I got the title for today's episode. Well, guys, I'm studying for that national board exam, and I'm going over different topics and different words and, just growing my knowledge, growing my base so I can get through these national board exams. And, when you're talking about embalming and you're talking about the different types of pressures that, build up in the machine or are potential, I thought about people. I thought about life. I thought about how many things we go through on our day-to-day basis that sometimes can involve pressure or intensity or make us feel like we're not in a good position to do what we want to do for the people who need us the most. And after a while, you get a buildup of pressure. It just feels like there's so many things working against you as you're trying to move forward. And I want to encourage you guys and let you know that you're moving forward, and all you have to do to really get through, to really push, to really meet your goals and do what you're trying to do is increase the pressure. That's all you have to do. And it sounds simple, but I want you guys to remember when you're in that environment, the fact that you're at the funeral home, the fact that you're there, the fact that you're at the cemetery, you're at the crematory, you're there every day, rain, sleet, or snow, no matter what the weather is, no matter what the conditions are like outside, no matter if you have one family to work with or 10, you're there. And being there means you're trying to make an impact. You're trying to make a difference. You're trying to help somebody heal. You're trying to help somebody mend a broken heart. I mean, the things that we deal with, the things that we see, the stories we hear every day are stories of people in need needing a touch from somebody else. And they call you because they know you're going to take your time. You're going to be gentle. You're going to have ease and grace and flow. And it's not just about financial gains. It's about emotional connection with the people. That's where the purpose and the power is, with the people. And so we have this machine in our brains that has the potential purpose for what things can be and how things can go and how things can flow. And the reality of it is our pressure a lot of times, or 90% of the time, from being, just working every day and just being drained and tired all the time, our pressure on our machine 90% of the time is not at an optimal level to push out those things that are in our way. And so sometimes in our comfortability of life and of things, we don't want to raise the pressure. But as you embalmers know, as the people who work in the back know, sometimes you have blockages or things that are in your way, preventing you from, in your life, preventing you from moving forward. And as scary as it is, as painful as it can be sometimes, or as nerve-wracking as it can be, I encourage each of you this week to raise the pressure on your machine. And when you do that, what you'll start to notice is as you're going in and you're studying things more intensely and you're reading things more intensely and you're learning how to meet with families more intensely, you're learning embalming more intensely, that all of a sudden the things that seem to be extreme difficulty, extreme hardness will start to ease up because you've then invested more time in it. You've put more work in it, more heart in it. You've raised the pressure, you've raised the stakes for what you're trying to accomplish, making it easier for you in the long run. But in the short time, in the time being right now, we have to get comfortable with the uncomfortable. And it's not always comfortable changing your settings in anything that you've set and you've been just acquainted with, something that you've known, you're familiar with. It's not comfortable in the beginning having to, say, I need to increase my potential pressure and really be at my idle pressure where I should be, the pressure that is going to take me the furthest in my life, the pressure that's going to motivate me and take me to a whole new level, to a whole new understanding. And so as you get into your potential purpose in your life, you start to overcome challenges and you meet new ones, and you overcome challenges and you meet new ones. And in that, there's growth, there's sustainability. The people around you can depend on you more because you can do more. So this week, I want you guys to increase the pressure and whatever it is, increase the intensity, increase the motivation. Maybe you lost your passion for the industry. This week, I'm challenging you. You're going to increase that. Make sure you guys like, share, comment. Tell me what you did that increased your pressure or your potential in your life, something you're trying to do, a goal you're trying to meet. I want to hear it. I'm excited. I want to see what you guys have going on. Make sure you check us out on all the platforms that we are on. And I hope that this week when you guys meet with your funeral home and watch this week's episode, that you guys are finding things to do better and increase potential pressure into ideal pressure. I love you guys dearly. I hope this episode blessed you and encouraged you to get through this week. I'm your host, Jaden Fowlkes. This is the Millennial Mortician Podcast, a podcast that engraves. I love you guys. Look forward to seeing you next week. Increase your pressure. I'll be looking to hear from those stories, guys.